Ladies and gentlemen, please join me, the FAMU DRS administration, faculty and staff, in honoring the 2020 graduate class of Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University Developmental Research School. The Star Spangled Banner is being performed by Ms. Jalea Star Swain, our elementary school principal, FAMU DRS.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Greetings and introduction will be provided by FAMU DRS Superintendent, Mr. Michael Johnson.
Good afternoon. I am Michael E. Johnson, and I have the honor of proudly serving students as their superintendent of Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University Developmental Research School. We've had a challenge this year, but I have the confidence in you that you are ready for life's challenges. Marcus Garvey once said, if you haven't confidence in self, you are twice defeated in the race of life. With confidence, you have won even before you have started. So we have the confidence in you that you have the tools and the prep that you're ready to tackle the world. Yes, it's been a little different, and yes, it's been a challenge, but you're ready. You're ready to move the world forward. At this time, I have the honor of recognizing Dr. Larry Robinson, University President, Dr. Maurice Eddington, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, and our distinguished guest, Dr. Allison Watson, Dean, College of Education. Also recognizing Dr. Patricia West, Assistant Superintendent, Dr. Pink Hightower, Secondary School Principal, Ms. Star Swain, Elementary School Principal, Ms. Zelly Barnes, Secondary School Administrator, Ms. Cami Bernales, Elementary School Coordinator, and Mr. Roger Walker, Secondary School Activities Administrator and our Commencement Coordinator.
Words of inspiration will be given by Dr. Allison Watson, Dean of the College of Education, Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University.
Hello, I'm Allison Watson, Dean for the College of Education at Florida A&M University. 2020 Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University Developmental Research School graduates, congratulations on your new role as a graduating scholar. I pray your vision is 2020 and you have more clarity now as you go into your future. I want to remind you all of what it means to be a scholar and share my thoughts on how to maintain yourself as a scholar and what it takes. A scholar is an individual who seeks opportunities to better themselves that will turn into opportunities that better others. A scholar is C, curious, an individual who is inquisitive and asks questions about why things work the way they do and how we, as society, collectively move forward in these things that matter and resist petty nuances. A scholar is H, someone with humility, who warrants praise but does the work to get the job done. A reflective person who does not only toot their own horn, but allows the work that they do and the accomplishments that they have done to shine through in their lives. A scholar is O, outstanding, an outstanding person who is often sought out for advice, encouragement, and is a person who goes above and beyond what is expected. A scholar is L, literary. A scholar has to know about their subject matter and be able to explain it. William Glasser, a famous psychologist, said that we remember 10% of what we read, 20% of what we hear, 30% of what we see, 50% of what we see and hear, 70% of what is discussed with others, 80% of what we experience personally, and 95% of what we teach someone else. How are you teaching others in your life? However, in order to know these things, you must read. You have to fill yourself with the knowledge and information to make you literary. A scholar is A, ambitious and articulate, and sets goals and has dreams with a plan in place on how to achieve those dreams, and knows how to explain them and how they will achieve them. A scholar is R, a reflective individual who knows that being a scholar is a journey. There will be bumps along the way, FAMU DRS scholars, and we saw that this year with COVID-19. But no matter what obstacles you face, being the smart individuals that you are, you reflect upon your accomplishments, your failures and your obstacles, and you use them as learning curves and tools to do better with each roadblock that you can to be successful. Remember, you are individuals who seek opportunities. You are curious, you are humble, you are literary, you know your information, you are outstanding individuals. You are ambitious and articulate, and you are reflective. You, FAMU DRS scholar graduates, continue to do the work that you have done. It will pay off in the end. Go forth and succeed.
Our salutatorian address will be given by Ms. Kennedy Mercer, cum laude graduate of the class of 2020, also Vice President of the Student Government Association for 1920 school year.
Greetings, friends, family, teachers, administrators, and my fellow Rattlers. I am Kennedy Mercer. First, I would like to thank you all for attending this virtual commencement for the class of 2020. We are all gathered here to celebrate more than a decade of hard work surrounded by people who have left an impactful mark on our lives. I have had the honor of attending the esteemed Florida A&M University Developmental Research School for 13 years. These 13 years at FAMU DRS has truly been a memorable experience. My educational journey did not commence at FAMU DRS. I initially started kindergarten in what was considered the most elite public school in Leon County. It is also worth mentioning I was one of the 2 minority students at the time. Exactly 6 days into the school, my teacher at the time enlightened my mother that she did not think I would be ready for standardized testing, which would be administered in January of the following year. She questioned if English was my second language and further suggested for me to be placed in a class that would not challenge me intellectually. To say my mother, grandmother, and other educators in my family were upset was a colossal understatement. And within a matter of hours, I was removed from that institution and embarked on my journey of becoming a baby rattler. It is said by the famous author, William Arthur Ward, the mediocre teacher tells, the good teacher explains, the superior teacher demonstrates, the great teacher inspires. Walking into Mrs. Turner's kindergarten class, I instinctively knew FAMU DRS would be my forever home. Mrs. Turner and the values learned at FAMU DRS were very instrumental in shaping me into the student I am today. Not only did she set high standards for her students, but she made us excited about learning and coming to school each day. I was so excited about going to school for the food and to see Miss Patsy's face every day. I was always eager to go into the cafeteria and ready to eat catfish with cheese grits, hot wings, or any soul food that could fill my stomach. I would be remiss if I did not mention the pride I felt when Kelsey, Jaden, Brian, and myself were crowned as prince and princesses. You definitely couldn't tell us anything. As the years went by, I was officially ready to continue my education as a baby rattler and make the transition into middle school. I was no longer a senior in elementary. I was now being called one of the big kids. I would definitely say my middle school experience was way different from my elementary experience. From the hallway sweeps, the end of the year field trips, game days, and hearing Mrs. Campbell yell, "Barnes," was one of the most unforgettable moments during middle school. Moving forward, as I reflect on these past 4 years, I can summarize this experience by a quote by the late author Charles Dickens. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom, it was the age of foolishness. As I entered high school, I was ecstatic to make the first step of having the total high school experience. I was told by the upperclassmen that these 4 years would pass by in a blink of an eye, but I never truly believed them. I was focused on having a true high school experience like the ones on television. That means trying out for the cheerleading team, attending pep rallies, having a blast on Friday nights, becoming active in school clubs, going to parties, having crying session with friends, or just skipping school for the fun of it. Not realizing it was sadly coming to an end. Entering high school in August as a senior was a bittersweet moment for everyone. Furthermore, entering Florida A&M University Developmental Research School, I did not know what to expect. However, I now know the meaning of a true baby rattler. FAMU DRS is just not a school. We are family. There have been many hardships. However, being a true baby rattler shows that we can get through those hardships together. As we continue our journey through life, we should not forget anyone who we cross paths with. Without FAMU DRS, I would not know my African American culture. Thank you, Mr. Thompson, for embedding the richest man in the world as Mansa Musa. Also, having the opportunity to experience different programs at a collegiate level, such as HCOP, dual enrollment, or even trade school. Also, thank you, Mr. King and Mrs. Francois, for always pushing beyond measures and supporting me when I wanted to give up. Also, thank you to my classmates for always being here during the right moments. Most importantly, I would like to thank my family for always having my best interests and supporting my dreams. 4 years ago, we were all walking into high school not knowing what we would be getting ourselves into, and we had no way of knowing in what condition we would be sitting here on this day. From that time on, we as seniors today have learned more about ourselves, teachers, and friends. We have faced obstacles that tried to pull us down, laughed until there were not any more tears, stayed up all night, talking on the phone, falling asleep in class, and doing that all over again. By sitting on the stage right now shows that all our hard work and stress has paid off tremendously to get where we are now, and we have had a lot of help from parents, principals, and of course our teachers. Yes, of course, making new friends and all of that we have been through. We have made it out of high school unscathed. This is what it takes to be a true baby rattler. As a small graduating class of only 31 students, there is only one way to describe our class, which is quality over quantity. I would definitely say there's a lot of talent, potential, and greatness in each and every one of us. I am proud to be a member of the class of 2020. We are the first class of FAMU DRS to ever have a virtual live commencement. In the beginning, I was not an advocate for the virtual live commencement. However, Nikki Giovanni said, if I can't do what I want to do, then my job is not to do what I want to do. It is not the same thing, but the best thing I can do. Through always understanding parallel movement isn't lateral. And this senior year was one of the most challenging years while being at FAMU DRS. Between personal disagreements, a couple disappointments, and to top it all off, COVID-19, which canceled all of our senior plans for the second semester. Despite everything, we still remain on top. FAMU DRS has taught us resilience and prepared us for going out into the real world academically. And most importantly, if life doesn't go our way, still push through. Don't give up. Fight back, because we don't know what shall come later. To the class of 2020, this graduation is not the end of our journey. It is just the beginning of our journey and a celebration as we become leaders of the world. To the class of 2020, let's get it. I am Kennedy Mercer, your 2020 Salutatorian.
Our valedictorian address will be delivered by Ms. Kelsey Morris, summa cum laude graduate, the class of 2020, and Ms. FAMU DRS, school year 1920.
Good afternoon, friends, family, teachers, and most of all, class of 2020. I am Kelsey Morris, the 66th Miss Florida Agricultural, Mechanical, University, Developmental Research School. It's an honor to represent the class of 2020 as valedictorian. To begin with, I would like to congratulate my fellow classmates on achieving this milestone. This is no longer a distant reality for us. Even with COVID-19 hindering us, we still managed to get here. I know that we have been pretty down through this pandemic. We missed out on some of the greatest times of our lives, such as prom, grad bash, and senior week. However, we need to continue to prosper through rough times. We are the future. Our lives don't stop here, but our real journey starts here. Looking back at my years at FAMU DRS, I will truly say I will miss my classmates. It felt like yesterday we were all having a blast at our homecoming pep rally, and the football team brought home the victory. If I could hit the replay button, I definitely would. I will never forget our water fight during homecoming week. We had fun dumping each other with buckets full of water and spraying each other with water guns. Everyone was soaking wet that day. My mother was mad because I had an event the next day and my lace was lifting, but it was all worth it. Nobody could never say we weren't a family. I would miss going to the food truck up the road from our school with you guys. I would cherish our long talks about our future and being ready to graduate. I would miss watching senior cheerleaders make the pep rally lit. I would miss every single class we had together, like Mr. Kimbrough and Mr. Thompson class. We learned so much about life. I'm definitely going to miss laughing and painting in Mr. Pet Room. We are a family, before anything. We know each other a little bit too well because we definitely argue a little bit too much. However, I wouldn't want to argue with anyone else. I would truly miss all of you guys. These 4 years in high school has been good to me, but I was faced with hardships too. I was struggling with maintaining a job, schoolwork, and college classes. I was too hard on myself. I was trying to make straight A's in college and high school while working an 8-hour shift at my part-time job. At one point, I had lost my social life and forgot how to be a teen. The stress load weighed on me physically, mentally, and emotionally. I wanted to give up so bad. So serving as valedictorian and Miss FAMU DRS was more like a blessing for me. As a role model for this school, I hope I taught younger Black girls the meaning of Black girl magic. This wouldn't be a graduation speech without honoring those who helped us get here today. I would like to thank my teachers, administrations, and faculty. I would like to personally thank Mr. Thompson. You have always been a helping hand, even outside of school, for every student. I can't forget about Miss Francois. You treated me like your own child. I will miss our long talks about my future. To my advisor, Mr. Walker, you have turned me into a young lady. I would never leave the house with a dress on, without skin tone stockings underneath and a set of pearls. I can't forget about my principal, Dr. Hightower, and Superintendent, Mr. Johnson. Both of you believed in me, even when I didn't believe in myself. Being an original baby rattler, I bleed orange and green. I even attended New Beginnings preschool near FAMU campus. Then FAMU DRS took me in as a kindergarten. FAMU DRS has turned me into a well-rounded young lady. So to the staff and faculty, I want to say I'm truly thankful for all of you guys. I wouldn't be able to stand here today without honoring my parents. Thank you, Mother, for being a best friend I never had. Thank you, Dad, for teaching me morals and values, and I will always be Daddy's little girl. I appreciate both of you guys, and I love you so much. I definitely like to thank Amari for being my #1 fan. Since I knew you, you have been a peanut to my jelly. I wish I could walk through the halls laughing with Jaden again. We had so many fun memories in a short period of time. Our friendship is not forgettable. I would like to just thank my friends and family for being my backbone. I wish I could name you all, but we'd be talking for hours. I just want all you guys to know you all are appreciated. In conclusion, this celebration is not about finishing high school, but this celebration is about the new doors open up to our future. Our former First Lady, Eleanor Roosevelt, stated, "The future belongs to who believes in the beauty of their dream." This means don't ever give up on your dream. Spend every second doing what you love. Don't lose faith in yourself. Life will get difficult, but still have the courage to follow your path because it often leads in a fairy tale ending. Congratulations, 2020. We made it.
To the class of 2020, we are extremely proud of you and your accomplishments. You, the class of 2020 of FAMU DRS, earned scholarships in academics and athletics. You were among the best and brightest finalists and recipients, and you successfully mastered online instruction. Additionally, and most admirable, 72% of your class were honor graduates, earning at least a 3.0 GPA or higher. We express our heartfelt empathy for the untimely and unexpected disruption of your senior year as a result of COVID-19. We know how hard you worked to reach the milestone, and we can only imagine the disappointment that you must feel. Although you missed many activities that were important to you: prom, grad night, May Day, spring sports, and a traditional graduation. But you are commended for your resilience during these unprecedented times. I encourage you to continue to find a silver lining in the dark clouds. As you reflect on the memories of your high school years, please remember the proudest moments, the good times, the friendships, and the bonds that you shared as senior class. And most importantly, thank your family who has supported you throughout this journey. In spite of the disappointments, you're blessed. Your future lies ahead. One thing that nothing can rob you of is your mind, your tenacity, and your willingness and commitment to succeed. You are tomorrow leaders, doctors, scientists, inventors, lawyers, entrepreneurs, and educators. Your impact upon society will help to change the world. So FAMU DRS 2020 graduates, go find your place, make your mark, put your thumbprint on society. The journey starts now. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University Developmental Research School Baby Rattler Class of 2020. Jashawn Marquel Black, magna cum laude. Warren Darrell Bowers II, magna cum laude. Anthony Cortez Brown. Tamarlon Lorenzo Brown, cum laude. Tamarvin Lorenza Brown, cum laude. Trevion Ladarius Coleman, magna cum laude. Kiara Shanitra Daniels. Taylor Nathaniel Drew. William Isaiah Evans, cum laude. Jordan Amari Garner, cum laude. Devion Jamar Gibbs. Brian Anthony Green, cum laude. Kiara Lunell Harper. Christian Kiwan Henry, magna cum laude. Jaden Javante Hollis. Ayana Dejanay Johnson, magna cum laude. Sion Antonio Johnson. Amaya Tanae Maxwell, cum laude. India Janae McCary, summa cum laude. Derek Carlos McKinnon Jr. Kennedy Imelda Mercer, summa cum laude. Kelsey Janisha Morris, summa cum laude. Bria Janae Randall, cum laude. Quentin Lamar Safford. Kenyadrick Jaheem Smith, cum laude. Daryl Donnell Stanley Jr., cum laude. Lakira Shanae Stevens, cum laude. Letisa Demetria Taylor. Janicia Janae Thomas. Leah Latanya Thomas, summa cum laude. Lacavian Aki Jaquan Williams.
The 2020 graduating class of Florida Agriculture and Mechanical Development Research School, by the powers invested in me by Florida Agriculture and Mechanical University President, Dr. Larry Robinson, University Provost, Dr. Maurice Eddington, Dean of the College of Education, Dr. Allison Watson, Florida Agriculture and Mechanical University Development Research School Superintendent, Mr. Michael Johnson. And having met all the requirements of the state of Florida and FAMU DRS, I now confirm upon you, 2020 graduates, you may turn your tassel. Congratulations. The class tribute will be delivered by Ms. India McCray, Student Government President, summa cum laude graduate for the year 2020.
Greetings, I am India McCary, your 2019-2020 Student Government Association President at the Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University Developmental Research School. To begin, I first want to thank God for allowing us to successfully complete this monumentous milestone, my mom for being my biggest supporter, and our administrators for giving me this opportunity to speak to my fellow peers. Although our senior class has faced many challenges in the school year, it has become a minor setback for a major comeback. So class of 2020, we made it. When composing this speech, I did not know where to begin. When stating my favorite memories I have had shared as being a baby rattler, so I decided starting at the very beginning. When being a baby rattler, the experience is like no other. I remember my first day stepping into the old FAMU DRS campus, having homecoming practice in the Lucy Moulton building with Mr. Walker, Miss Patsy making us these fantastic lunches, and feeling like I'm a part of this big family. Ever since I've been in this environment, I knew that I would always be a baby rattler at heart. When I loved DRS, 3rd grade through middle school, I used to try and find any reason for my mom to bring me back onto the campus, just so I could feel like a part of my family again. Whether it was after school or summer camps, I was never going to forget my home. When deciding to make the big decision of transferring back, my welcome was like no other. On October 27, 2016, I returned to my home and it felt like I never left. Recalling memories like being 1st grade homecoming queen with my king Jaden Hollis, learning about the election of our first Black president, watching us switch from old DRS to the facility we are in now, getting happy when the school was backed up so we had an excuse to get out of class. I tried young kid celebrations, accidentally flooding our science class, trying not to get caught with food, or even our late off-campus returns. Although we were not able to enjoy some of our senior milestones such as prom, grad bash, our senior picnic, completing our senior chair, senior skip day, May Day, and most importantly, our senior prank, we have made so many irreplaceable memories. Whether it was us fighting to go to grad bash, blowing up glow-in-the-dark balloons right before our pep rally, dumping buckets of water on each other, or everyone laughing at me picking up water balloons in the pouring rain. With that being said, I also want to thank my SGA for being alongside me and completing so much in the short amount of time we have had. A special thanks to Mr. T, who has guided me since 10th grade year and helped me be the best leader possible. Also to our E-Branch, Kennedy Mercer, Vice President, Warren Bowers, Secretary, Kelsey Morris, Treasurer, Lakira Stevens, Chief of Staff, Daryl Stanley, Historian, Deshaun Black, Historian, to Marvin Brown, Parliamentarian, our Chief Justice Leah Thomas, and Senior Representative William Evans for making this entertaining year, to say the least, and help be the change that I needed when re-innovating the high. The saying 2020 vision means you are able to see clearly, and within the 5 months of this year, so many things have changed to where we are able to see things as they really are. This pandemic happened for a reason, because it has helped to show us what really matters in life. 2020, we have been the change. We have fought for many things and put it into action that many of the other classes wanted to do. They just never acted on the way that our class has. We have paved the way for every class coming behind us so they won't have to experience the issues we have endured. This is the end of one chapter, but we are only at the beginning of the book. It has been a privilege serving you as your 2019-2020 SGA president and as one of your classmates. It has not always been a smooth road, but you all have kept me going. Continue to be the change and do great things. 2020, we out.
Hi, class of 20. This is Amaya. First, I'd like to give honor to God who made this all possible for me. I'd like to thank my loving family, my supportive educators, and to my fellow seniors, be proud of your accomplishments. We made it, class of 20. Woo woo!
I would like to thank God, for without him, I would not be here right now. And shout out to my class of 2020. Proud of everybody. I would also like to thank administration, teachers, and staff at FAMU DRS for these 4 years. Last but not least, thank you to my mom, my family, and my friends for their support. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Devion Gibbs, a graduate of class of 2020 at FAMU DRS. I would like to thank all my family, my coaches, my teachers, and administration of FAMU DRS to always trust me and believe to be a successful person and head on to bigger things in life and going to college. And I would like to say that I am going to college at Defiance University, or Defiance College, that I committed to in playing football and chase bigger on to my dreams. Go Rattlers.
Hello, everyone. I would like to thank God first, who's the head of my life. I would like to thank all my coaches. Most importantly, I would like to thank my family for having me along this journey. I would like to thank all my teachers and just everyone who's helped along the way. And I would just like to let you know that I'll be attending at Dawson State University.
I am Brian Green. I would like to thank God, my family, and my FAMU DRS family for supporting me, encouraging me, and believing in me.
Greetings. I am Lakira Stevens. Although our senior year was cut short, I would like to thank first the Supreme Power, the Almighty God, for guiding me along this path. Without His grace, none of this would be possible. Next to Him are my parents. I would like to thank my mom for her wholehearted support and my papa for always keeping me on top of myself. And last but not least, I would like to thank Mr. Anthony Thompson for being the greatest teacher and sincerely caring about us and our future. Love you all.
First off, I'd like to thank my mom, family, friends, and teachers and staff at FAMU DRS for helping me become the person I am today. And through a long journey of school, I'm able to take my talent on to college that they taught me. And I was able to play sports throughout my high school career, thank the coaches, and finally made it.
Hello, everyone. My name is Anthony Brown. First and foremost, I would like to thank God, because without Him, any of this wouldn't be possible. I would like to thank my parents and my family for the support. I also would like to thank my teachers and my coaches that drove me to do better. I would like to thank the administration for doing an excellent job throughout the year. My journey at FAMU DRS has been amazing. I will be joining the United States Army, and I'm honored to serve the country. God bless. Go Rattlers.
Greetings and most humble salutations. I am the 14th Mr. Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University Developmental Research School, Warren Durrell Bowers II. First and foremost, to my Heavenly Father, Jesus Christ, thank you for bringing me thus far in my life, because without Him, I would be nothing. To my parents and family, thank you for encouraging me to finish off this year strong and make this year the best year ever. And to the best class, the class of 2020, I wish you all the best on your future endeavors and want you to know that I love you all.
Hello, my name is Kiara Harper, and I just want to thank God and everyone else that supported me through this long journey, because without them, I wouldn't have made it this far.
Greetings, my name is Jaden Hollis, a Baby Rattler original from the infamous class of 2020. First, I'd like to give honor to God for giving me strength to push through these 13 years. Second, I'd like to give honor to my parents for pushing me and motivating me to get up early in the morning. Third, I'd like to give honor to everybody at the school, teachers, administration, classmates, and friends. Thank you all.
First, I would like to thank God, my parents, the rest of my family. Then I also like to thank all the administrators, teachers, and my classmates at FAMU DRS who welcomed me with open arms to the Baby Rattler family and making this year the best year of high school. Now on to the next chapter of my life at Florida A&M University.
To God be the glory for all that He has done. Hi everyone, I am Ayana Johnny Johnson, and I would like to say thank you to my parents, my family, my church family, and friends for all your support through the good and the bad. I would like to thank all the teachers, administrators, and staff who have helped me all 4 years of high school with everything, recommendation letters, with scholarships, dual enrollment. And I would like to say to my class that I love you all, and I wish you all nothing but the best, to keep God first and never give up and be great. My future plans are pursuing a law degree and nursing degree at Tennessee State University.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Bria Randall, but first and importantly, I would like to thank the man above who guided me to this day. I would also like to give a big praise to my family, but also my mother, my father, and my stepdad, who were there from my lowest of my freshman year to my achievements of my senior year. I couldn't have done it without you guys, and I'm glad you pushed me to my fullest potential. I love you guys.
Hello, I'm Marvin Brown, a graduating senior here at FAMU High. First and foremost, I'd like to thank God who's ahead of my life and who has brought me this far. Second, I'd like to thank family and friends for supporting me for 18 long years. Third, I'd like to thank my coaching staff, administrative, for wonderful 11 years at FAMU High. God bless.
And South, FAMU DRS graduate of 2020. I'd like to thank God, my mother, my father, and my family helped me through everything. I'd like to thank all the coaches and administration helped me achieve all my goals.
Hello everyone, I am Marlon Brown, a graduating senior at FAMU High. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and thanks to God, without Him none of this would be possible. Secondly, I'd like to give thanks to my mom, my dad, and everybody that had a helping hand in pushing me to excel academically and athletically. Thirdly, I'd like to give thanks to the faculty, my coaches, my teachers, everybody that just pushed me in and out of school. Thank you and God bless.
I would like to thank my friends and family, and especially my mom.